Do you know why I sound different?
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure I'm recording through the laptop right now.
So you've been holding your...
I've been holding it for no fucking reason.
Just a little note for you before you get into this episode. I, Vanessa, am very dumb. And even though you see me in the first 15 minutes of this episode holding my mic was not on. So the audio is going to be a little silly for the first 15-ish minutes because it's through my laptop, but the audio will get better, I promise. Thanks for being here. Enjoy.
Stick with us. Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa. Pew, 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 pew.
It feels like Star Wars-y.
Yeah, well, when I pointed at you, I realized I was making finger guns, so I was like, well, now I have to go for it.
Now you have to just, dive
Commit.
in. Great.
Right. This
Right,
is me now, finger gun guy.
Our Star Wars-themed episode. So
I am not prepared for a Star Wars themed episode.
Me neither.
Oh man.
So can I tell you a funny story? It's not that funny.
Okay.
It's really not. It's barely even a story.
Way to bring it down.
Yeah, I want to set expectations.
Really low.
Yes. So I watched all the Star Wars movies I don't know, in the last 10 years or something, whatever
Okay.
it is. But I watched them all at once because Tim and I made a bet challenge, something, that if he read all of the Harry Potter books, I would watch all of the Star Wars movies. And he read them all, so I watched all the Star Wars movies.
And what was your what was your determination?
It was good. I obviously the old ones are just they're old, so whatever. But I enjoyed them and have watched all of the new ones that have come out since I was all caught up and stuff. So
Okay.
I liked them enough to watch the new stuff.
Okay. And have you watched all the Disney Plus shows and stuff like that too?
Not all. I'm gonna say 80% of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not fully caught up on all of them because I feel like that world is so fucking big, and I can't remember the planet names at any given time, so they're always this person went to this location, and I'm like, I have no idea what that means. Everyone's like,
Great.
Oh my god, I can't believe they went there, and I'm like, who is that? Where are they going?
Yeah. Every once in a while a video will come up on my feed where it's people live watching brand new episodes of stuff, and when they'll be like, oh my god, it's so and so because of this tiny little detail, and I'm like, how did you know?
I don't
Did
know.
you know?
There's so many characters, there's so many planets, there's so many everything. I have too many other thoughts in my head to be able to keep all of that straight. So I have enjoyment of it, but I'm not a super fan.
Right. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. This was, call it 30 years ago now, 30 plus years ago. I remember reading some of the, not spin-off books, but books about the characters, maybe on different missions or when they were younger or stuff so I remember reading a lot of those as a kid, but I think as I got older, I don't want to say I lost interest because I still really enjoy the old ones, but now I don't watch any of the new stuff unless somebody else is watching it, and I'll be like, all right, well, whatever.
Yeah. I guess I can be a part of this.
Yes.
So it's not you don't dislike it to where you're gonna shy away from it, but you're also not seeking it. What a fun time. Well, welcome to our impromptu Star Wars conversations.
We told you it was going to be a Star Wars episode.
We did.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
And then I also am going to tell anyone who is watching if you're
Or
watching
listening, and you're like, what is going on?
No, if you're watching the video specifically and you see me holding my mic and you're like, why is she holding her mic? Sorry. It's because my mic arm boom thing decided to fail.
Gave up the ghost.
Yes,
Yeah.
it said, fuck you, I don't care how many times you tighten me, I'm not gonna stay up for you anymore. So I'm gonna hold it for this episode, and by the time we record the next episode, I will have a new one delivered.
Nice.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if your arm just keeps getting heavier and heavier.
During your review, you're just gonna see it start to like lower because I don't have to like be in the mic.
I know. Or you just like you had earlier where you just have it propped on your knee like it's a beer can.
Exactly. So you'll see the progression throughout the episode of how annoying this gets for me.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because I know you're holding it, what that is, but it feels like maybe I just need to adjust my earphones or turn up my sound or so, because it feels like you sound different. That's why I was said, and if you're listening.
Oh, no.
It's not wild or anything like that. Like I said, I don't know if it's like because I can see you and I know.
Okay.
So
I'm trying not to like move it and like tap it or anything because I know you'll hear all of that.
like talking really close and then really
Yes.
far away.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to like keep my hand as still as possible.
Good luck.
Good luck to me.
Yeah.
Good luck to everyone. Oh.
So
Well.
I feel like I should have more to talk to you about, especially like book news and
so
stuff
long.
like because it's been so long. And like not really. It's only been like 2 weeks, but I think I mean, and most of this is my fault. Like I was just I think I was sick for most of it, and not funny story, but the episode that just came out this week like release timeline, I was sick in that episode too. So I was listening to that episode and I was like, man, I am sick a lot. Like, what is wrong?
We need to check your levels.
I know.
Or your sick self in the episode that posted was contagious and you got yourself sick.
I know, like virtual sickness or something. Yeah, I don't need that. So
No.
I think this is episode 84. I will not be listening to episode 84.
When it comes out, because then you're gonna be like, great, I'm sick again.
It starts a cycle.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
No, we don't want that. No, don't do that. Yeah, I just feel like it's been a long time because we've talked through that whole 2 weeks, but like I haven't seen you, and so it feels like it's been forever.
Agreed. So, and I also felt kind of giggly starting out.
Yes.
like
It was our first time back, like our first time recording.
Yes, it felt at the beginning, real giggly. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens when we take our hiatus, which is the reason why we're doing all of this pre-recording, why we're talking about you being sick one time, and then when you finally hear it, you're actually sick again.
Yeah. It's gonna be real interesting.
Yes. Speaking of like our timeline and stuff, I'm actually gonna be giving you a Christmas book today, even though this episode is coming out in March because we're recording at Christmas time, and I've been like, because I'm in this like massive fucking slump still, I've just been like binge listening to trying to get back in and like listening to a whole bunch of Christmas books, and I'm just like, or holiday books, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with all these books? I can't can't hold them until next year. So you're just gonna get a Christmas book in March. I apologize.
That's
you
okay.
might get more in April. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but not sorry.
But not sorry. Yes, it's gonna be great. But yeah, I don't have any book news for you either.
Oh wow.
I feel like I've been like not on social media as much, or like when I am on social media, I get immediately distracted because there's so many sales and things happening because like we said, it's Christmas time. And so like every time I'm online or in social media, I'm immediately like, oh, I should go buy that. And so I just leave and go buy that, and I never make it back to social media to see actual social media things.
Yeah, I've spent a significant amount of money in the last few weeks for Christmas. Luckily, though, and I think I've told, I don't think I've ever said it on the podcast, but I think I've told you last time we talked was that I, throughout the year, save all my Amazon points. So that way in December, I can use all those Amazon points to buy Christmas gifts. And then it like hurts my heart less every time I buy a Christmas gift.
Right.
So I've been doing that.
That's
but
good.
now I don't have any more points left. And I'm like, what am I didn't save any points for me.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's really the problem around the holidays is that there's so many sales on things that I want. And so I end up buying so much stuff because I'm buying for other people and I'm buying for myself. And it's really just a problem. I know I sent you this the other day, but it's so true that like I saw this meme online or something that said, I've bought so many things at this point that if Amazon delivered a donkey, I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
Yes, that and similar text message. I think I got like, because I bought a whole bunch of things and to save on, so the guy didn't have to come to my house like 100 times.
Right.
I was like, yeah, just deliver it all on Tuesday or whatever my Amazon day is. I like came home and there's like 15 Amazon boxes and I was just like, I don't know what's in half of these. So as I'm opening,
Right.
Mike had to bring them all in too. He was like, what the fuck is all this shit? I don't know.
Did
I
you
wish
buy
I could
all
tell you.
of Amazon? Yes. Maybe.
Yeah. It's possible.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I need to go on... seriously, after this holiday season, I need to put myself on a very strict budget. Like, I'm not allowed to buy anything for at least, like, a month.
Yeah. I feel like I need to do the same. Maybe just put myself on like the auto buy, like the rebuy, and just say, okay, now you don't get to go back on Amazon.
Yep.
You only get what's free delivered.
Yes, exactly. Whatever is important enough to put on like the subscription or like whatever, that is all you get. Nothing else.
Exactly.
Oh, goodness. When does this come out? March?
Sure.
Okay. I think it's March. I was going to give you some news, but I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll wait for another
All right.
episode.
Okay. I appreciate.
Thank you. Do you have snacks? Do you have snacks this week?
Oh, let me show you my snack this
Do you
week.
have a list of snacks?
It's a fucking Zycam cold thread. I have eaten so many of these things. Like I'm now onto the cherry flavor because I think they have orange, which I like, but I've had so many now I don't like.
Okay.
So I'm now on cherry, and now I'm tired of cherry. So after this
course.
bottle of cherry, which I have like maybe a day's worth left if I'm taking them as often as they're like telling you to, which I won't be because I'm coming off of it. But like,
Okay.
man, I don't know if it's all in my brain between Zycam and like Cold Calm and with those little like somas and
Exactly.
and like elderberry stuff. Like I was just punched in the face
Like
with
your own pharmacy, basically.
of everything to like shorten colds and improve my immune system. And like I said, I don't know if there's anything to it, like your brain doing all the work.
Right.
But like I was only bad sick for like one day, and I wouldn't even call it bad sick. Yeah, I was just like exhausted and I slept. So I should say, it's easier to say I was only awake for 6 hours on Wednesday. The rest of the time I was sleeping.
That when you're sick, like that's what you want. Like you want to just be able to knock out and not think about it and not actually deal with the sickness. So I love that for you.
Yeah, and that was me not taking drugs. Like I wasn't taking any NyQuil or anything like that. I was just my body was like, you need to sleep now.
Yes. You are exhausted. Close your eyes.
Yeah. Now, I've always said to myself, because like my dog, I have a dachshund, he will sleep 20 hours a day if we let him. And I've always said to myself, how can you sleep 20 hours? Well, now I know. And if this is how he feels, like, just great. Wake up from a 20-hour night, feeling fabulous. Like, man, there's something to the dachshund life, I guess. So
that's what I say sometimes. Like, I want to come back, like, in a next life as, like, a very pampered dog.
Like a puppy dog, yeah.
Yes.
Man, it'd be so great.
Just sleep all time and get snacks and live the best life.
Sometimes take walks, but if you decide you don't want to, there's nothing your human can do about it.
That's right. That is what I want. Well, those are great snacks for you. I'm glad that they've come through.
Yes.
My snack this week is one that makes me very mad at you.
Is it pretzels?
Yes. Because was it like an episode or two ago? I don't remember when it was, but you said that the strawberry shortcake Pop Daddy pretzels were like the best ones. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll try them. And I opened them right after we recorded that episode and immediately smashed the whole bag. And since then, I think I've eaten 2 more whole bags.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very angry at you because they are delicious, and I would not have opened them when I did if you hadn't promoted them.
Oh, man. They are so good, though.
Yes.
So I thought I don't think I had ever seen those anywhere before, and I know I had sent you this. We went up to the cabin like that weekend, and I was in one of the gas stations going because it's connected to a Subway, and so I was like, I'll go get Subway. Gas station Subway, that should be my snack.
Yes.
Anyway, so I went to go get Subway, and I was walking through the gas station, and there it was, Pop Daddy, and I was like, oh wow. And it had like the normal flavors, but then on the bottom and the back there was 2 bags of the strawberry shortcake ones, and I was like,
do you know why I sound different?
why?
Because I'm pretty sure I'm recording through the laptop right now.
So you've been holding your
I've been holding it for no fucking reason, and I don't know what it's gonna sound like. Oh, that is fucking stupid.
Okay.
All right. Yes, they were in the gas station. Sorry. And I found them, and they were on the bottom shelf in the back, and I was like, well, you're coming home with me.
Right, of course. So, if I don't know if they're going to be available when this episode comes out, but if they are, you should look for them and buy them. And if they're not, then when it gets to the holiday season, you should look for them and buy them because they're delicious.
Yes. Yeah. So I've had the apple pie ones now since we last talked, and they're good.
Yeah.
They're just not strawberry shortcake good.
Nope. Agreed. I think Tim ate that bag of the apple Dutch ones or Dutch apple ones. Yeah, he thought those were delicious. So,
yeah, like I said, they're good, but
right.
Eat them before you eat the strawberry ones.
Yes, or else it'll be tainted forever.
Exactly.
Oh, goodness. Well, yeah, my snack makes me angry at you and also makes me happy with you. So, however you want to take that. Yes. All right. I think that's it. Okay.
Covered all the important things.
Star Wars and snacks.
Exactly, right.
Somehow. All right. Tell me about your reviews.
Okay. So I read the book Yinka, Where Is Your Husband?
Okay.
It is by, I apologize up front, I'm going to really try on the name here.
Okay.
It's really the middle name. Her name is Lizzie Damilola Blackburn. I listened to this as an audiobook. Okay. It is a romantic comedy or like a woman's fiction. Women's fiction? Woman's
fiction.
Woman fiction.
All right.
It's a woman book. So, man. All right. So, like I was telling you before we started here, I wrote all my notes out. I opened up my thing today, and then I realized I never wrote a description. So, you're going to get a mild, chaotic description here. And I apologize up front, guys.
Listen, this is, I know I've mentioned it in the last episode or the last 2 episodes that I've had to like rearrange my books because I don't have reviews or descriptions or anything written for them. And today is no different. I had to again move the book I had planned for today. One day I'm going to get on top of it, and all of them are going to be written, and I will have all of them to pick from. But
see, that would be nice, but also
exactly. Okay. Tell me your book.
Okay, so there's a woman, her name is Yinka, and she is currently single. She is living in the UK. She has a great job. So I can't exactly remember. I don't remember if she was born in the UK. I think she was, but her parents are Nigerian.
Okay.
So, yeah, big family, and she has a lot of cousins, and she's at one of her cousins' engagement parties, and while she's there, her ex-fiance shows up. Okay. And he has brought his new fiance.
Oh, shit.
And he introduces her to Yinka and, asks, like, she finds out that they're going to be at her cousin's wedding, right? And so he asks her, like, oh, are you bringing somebody? And, of course, Yinka is like, yeah, duh.
I have to.
Yes. So she says yes, and she just makes up a name, right? She's like, his name is Alex.
Great. Why is her cousin inviting her ex?
So the way it all worked out, because she asks that later. She's like, how the fuck did he get here?
Yeah.
Her cousin's fiance's brother invited him or something. Okay. So, like, one of those weird, like, friend of a friend, thing.
All right.
So, she makes this, like, wild, like, oh, yeah, my boyfriend is going to be there, too. His name is Alex, whatever. So, she's now on the lookout, basically. Not on the lookout, really, but now she's under the gun, right? Because she needs a boyfriend for this wedding, and the wedding is in 6 months.
And she needs one named Alex.
She needs one named Alex. Now, I will say she didn't just pull the name Alex out of her ass. She does know an Alex.
Oh, okay.
Like, kind of like a friend of a friend thing again, right? So she is now trying to, I guess, make a relationship with this guy named Alex, right? Okay. Another thing, though, like, if you want to call it, like, a kick in the pants, she's also let go from her job at the same time. So I don't know what the equivalent is here. They call it redundancy in the book. Okay. She's made redundant. I guess the equivalent here, the way I took it, would be something like, we have too many people who do your same job, so we're just, we have to let some of you go. Okay. So she's made redundant. She thought she was going to get a promotion, and that didn't end up happening. So she had also kind of mentioned...
quite the opposite.
Right, yeah. So, of course, it's a huge deal. She doesn't want to tell her parent or her mom or her family or anything like that because they'll make a big deal out of it. So she's kind of just trying to keep it a secret, right? So the rest of the book is her finally meeting this Alex guy, and then, I don't want to say trying to force a relationship, but trying to be in a relationship with this guy. And while that's going on, she also meets a second guy who she's not really, like, looking to make a relationship with, but you could probably tell where the book's gonna go based on that, right? Okay, so my book thoughts, just random book thoughts, I guess. I really enjoyed the narration. The woman who is the narrator for this book, she is an English actress.
Okay.
But she also is, she also has Nigerian ancestry. She nailed all the accents. She did a really great job. Like everybody to my ears, everybody was done great. You know, every single person had a unique voice, and I was never confused about who was who. So it was real great.
Excellent.
Yes. So book thoughts, I guess. More book thoughts.
Okay.
Because I can't just have those. The narration was great. Goodbye.
Bye.
So this book did a great job taking you on the roller coaster that is Yinka's life, right?
Okay.
At the beginning of the book, you're in Yinka's corner. You're like, everything she does, you're like, yeah, I would do the same thing. All the decisions she's making. You know, she kind of tells some like white lies, like I was talking about in the description, and, you know, stuff like that. And then, like, the book gets to like a peak. And then there's kind of like this like small decline where you're like, no, Yinka, what are you doing? This is no. Have you ever like listened to a book and the choices that somebody makes you so uncomfortable that you're like, no, don't do it. I kind of felt a little bit like that during that part. I was like, man, I was rooting for you, Yinka. What have you done?
Why are you making these life choices?
What are you thinking? No. And then, like, you know, she goes through like like if you want to call it like a rebirth, where she like, you know, she's like, I'm finding myself again, or I'm being true to myself again, and like, you know, you get to experience all that with her, which is, you know, fun.
Okay.
I guess this next part might be a little bit of a spoiler. The author did a really good job writing Yinka's love interest in a way, this Alex guy, in a way where the whole time that she's interacting with him, I could see how Yinka thought he was interested in her.
Okay.
Right? But then, you know, like I said, spoiler, in the end of the book, when you find out that he is not into her, you can go back, because she kind of like rethinks everything that she's done. Why did I come to think that he was interested in me? And she goes back through it all, and you're like, yeah, I could see how that could also be that he was not interested in you.
Yeah, if you look at it through a different lens, like if you're looking at it trying to see all of the things that like, oh, he's into me, you're gonna make it make sense. Where if you do it the opposite way and you look at it the other way, you're like, oh shit, actually, who knows?
Right, yes. So there's that, which I, you know, was really great. There's also, like I mentioned, like another guy. There's like I don't want to call it, it's not really a love triangle. But as soon as he shows up, you're like, oh, okay. You're the one that she's going to end up with. Okay. You kind of know that early on, right? So there's no really surprises when you find out that Alex isn't into her. You're like, yeah, I've seen this coming for a while. So you actually start to see the signs before Yinka does, right? Some of my not happy things with the book, I guess, is I don't know if maybe it's a bad. I don't know. So the book was described as a romance or a romantic comedy.
Okay.
I don't really, I guess it depends on how you look at it. It is a romance in the way that Yinka is looking for romance.
Sure.
Right? She's looking for a boyfriend or someone that she can make a connection with, right?
Okay.
But there is no romance in this book in the way that most romance books convey it. There's no sex. There's no anything. Like, I think she like makes out with a guy like once, but there's no romances in, because obviously she never gets with Alex, and then she never really gets with the second guy either. It's just implied at the end of the book that, you know, they're gonna be together, right?
So it's like more a story just kind of about her and her life and her growth and stuff like that, not necessarily like these two people are together and okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
They're not romancing together.
Right. That makes sense. Like that's why I feel like you kind of like waffled a little bit on what the genre was, like romance, but more like just women's fiction. Like I feel like that's
Yes.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. So there are a couple spots in this book that are kind of a slog, if you want to call it. It's a lot of day-to-day minutia, right?
Okay.
Because it's not like she's never in a relationship with this guy or this other guy. It's just kind of her living her life every day, trying to navigate towards getting there, right?
Okay.
And this book is over the course of, I want to say 6 months, 6 or more months, because you make it, the end of the book is the wedding, right? So it's over 6 months. So it's, some spots get skipped over pretty fast. Some of it is just like her talking about a job, like looking for a job and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it probably could have been cut down, but I don't know how. Right?
Okay. Right.
So I didn't really think about that part. I wasn't ever like, how could I write this better? Right.
What would I move or take out or yeah.
Yeah. So another thing is Yinka, and I guess if you want to say all her family members, are kind of immature in this book. I was surprised at how immature some of their actions are. Like they're always making like the worst, I don't want to call it the worst, but like silly or stupid decisions. And then they'll lie about them. Like, especially like Yinka, right? Like, oh, not really silly, because like for Yinka, she didn't choose to lose her job, right? But she lies about losing her job. And then, some other family members have like lie about some other stuff. And then they all have like this big blow up where they aren't talking to each other anymore. And then they have a good cry and then they're all friends again, right? Okay. So there isn't really any like deep, like, like I have to work through this with you. It's just kind of like, I had a problem. I'm going to cry. Everybody cries. And then we're all friends again, right?
We're just going to release in this big emotional thing. And then we're fine.
Yes. Like primal scream therapy.
Right. Okay, great.
And then everybody's fine. So yeah. I rated this book 3.5 Subway gas station sandwiches.
All right.
I feel comfortable rounding up to 4.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, when I saw that title or heard that title the first time, I thought it was going to be like a memoir. I don't know what, it kind of just like immediately led me to memoir. So as soon as you said that it was and I never looked it up, I was just like, oh, it's a memoir.
I wonder who it's about.
Yeah. So when you said that, I was like, not where I was thinking at all. Whoopsie.
I think I only found this book because it was one of those, you go on Audible and they have like, you can get 2 books for 1 credit. I think I was just looking for a second book, and this one was like, it sounds interesting enough, right? It had pretty good reviews, so.
Yeah. Also, the first thing that popped into my head when you were saying that she like had to come up with a name or whatever, there's again, going back to Friends, I don't know how many times I've referenced them, but there's a plot in Friends where Joey and Phoebe are trying to set each other up, and he completely forgets, and he just tells her, oh, I found you somebody named Mike. And so when Phoebe walks out of the room, he just stands up in the coffee house and he goes, Mike! And some guy just goes, yeah? Who's Paul Rudd? And then, and so he ends up setting him on a date. But that's what I was thinking, where Joey was just like, yeah, of course I set you up. Like, I wouldn't forget. So, yes. That's what I thought of as soon as you said that. That
Close.
the storyline. Yes, very close. All right, I'm going to tell you about 2 books today. One because I need to get a Christmas one out of my list.
All right.
And then the other one because it's for a real book review. I mean, not that the other one's not a real book, but like,
Okay.
just because
One is
of
fake
timing.
and one is real. Can you
That's
tell me
right.
which one?
Okay. I read Forget Me Not by Stacey Willingham. Well, I listened to it, and it is a sister book club. And it was a recent one too, so I should remember more about it. And it is a thriller, I would say more mystery, but thrillery aspects to it. Okay. 22 years ago, Claire's older sister, Natalie, disappeared shortly after her 18th birthday. They never found her body, but her car was found a few days after she went missing, and it had her blood in it, and so she was presumed dead. There ultimately was a man who was convicted for the murder, even though they never found her body, and he has been in prison ever since. So it's just... without a body, cases are definitely much harder to prove, but it was there was just like a lot of evidence, just like he being the last person that saw her and all that kind of stuff. So since then, Claire has left her small town. So remember, we're 22 years later now. So she's like late 20s, early 30s now. She's left the small town. She now lives in New York. She became an investigative journalist. And one day she gets a random phone call from her father that requires her to come back home and spend the summer with her estranged mother.
Okay.
So there's a bit of friction that's there between her and her mom. So she decides to take a summer job picking fruit at the local Galloway farm, which offers room and board as part of their employment. So she doesn't have to stay in the house with her mom. She's like, oh yeah, I can go do this part-time thing, and it's room and board, so I can stay there. It's beautiful. It's away from her mother. And it's a place that her sister once worked when she was a teen. And so it's a place that kind of makes her feel close to her sister. On her first night at the farm, she comes across an old diary in the room written by one of the owners of the farm.
Oh, of
and
course.
Yes. And she quickly starts to realize that what she's reading is much more sinister than she first thought. There's like obviously talks of young love and rebellion, but there's also some descriptions of crimes that have never been solved.
Can I ask a question? Let me interject here.
Please.
Is the book hidden somewhere and she finds it by mistake?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, or is this like a diary that she like opens the drawer of like
No.
a nightstand and there it is? Like,
no, it's like it's actually hidden in like a vent. So she turns the heat on because it's like freezing, and she can tell that like not a lot of air is blowing out of that vent. And so she kind of goes in to see what's happening, and she sees the book in there, and the book was kind of blocking some of the airflow. And so she pulls it out. So yeah, it's not just like chilling on the pillow for her. No. So there's crimes in there that's never been solved. Like she's learning all of this stuff about the owner. As Claire continues to obsess over the diary, she becomes more and more secluded at the farm and is finding that what she thought she knew about her sister's disappearance may not be the whole truth. Okay. I have a few issues with this book.
is it her finding the finding the diary the first night? Yes.
One, she found the diary in the vent. No. I should add that, but no. Okay, so first I'll tell you, so the book is told from both Claire's point of view and the diary author's point of view. So you get like the diary pieces or whatever. So my first complaint about this book is going to be a small one, but an annoying one.
Okay.
She said that she was going to push her fingers into her eyes, like out of frustration, so many times. So I stopped counting at 30%, but at 30%, she had already said it 3 times. And so I was, that's too many. Yeah. Every time she said it, I was like, please stop pushing your fingers into your eyes.
You don't have eyes.
No.
Your eyes are gone.
Left. Yes. The second thing, also small, also very annoying. Claire's phone was always on the verge of dying or was dead. Like, it was very convenient for her phone to always be like, oh my God, I can't really use it because it's at like 2%. Or she didn't, whatever. Like, I feel like I would have rather her like forgot her phone in her car or like left it, like something to not have access to it versus her having it and being like, I can't use it. Like, I can only use the flashlight for 1 second because I have 2% left. Like, it was just like very convenient and very just like, okay, let's find another way to make this be a thing, right? Like, for her not to have access to the outside world.
Yeah. Like, so I know people who always have like a dead ass phone, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you know that like you are gonna be doing some things that may require a phone for life or death situations.
Exactly.
Charge your damn phone.
Right. Like, exactly. Make that a priority.
What are you doing while you're sleeping? You ain't using it. Just put it on the charger.
Exactly. No, it's so frustrating. You're right. If you're just a person who always has like a dead battery, that's one thing. But like the things that you're getting into specifically in this, like you're going and searching through things like through people's property and through like have your fucking phone charged.
Yeah.
Especially in locations where you know you need a flashlight and you don't have a flashlight other than your phone. Charge your phone. Okay.
Public service announcement.
Seriously. And then the third thing of an issue with this. So I'm going to caveat with it because I get what she was doing with the story. So the diary is written in third person instead of the diary author being like, I did this today. You know what I mean? It's written in third person, just like the rest of the book. My sister kind of explained it to me. Like, she tried to help me through it a little bit because she said basically as soon as the diary portion start, it kind of switches to the diary author telling the story. So then it kind of whatever. But sometimes it just felt weird because Claire would literally say like, I'm going to read the next entry now. And then instead of it reading like a diary, it reads like the person telling the story. And so I felt like just a little jarring to me, not in a big way, but just like, I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it was something that affected the way that I felt about it.
Yes, it affected your enjoyment of reading or listening, right?
Yeah. And so, but it makes sense why it was written like that, because I think it would have been weird for it to be written like a diary because they were pretty long. Like, it was almost like a whole chapter was that POV or that diary entry. And so, I mean, it would have been weird. Who knows? I may have complained the other way as well. I cannot be pleased. But that's how I felt here. Okay. And then my last thing that I had a very large problem with. This one was a big problem for me.
Okay.
Because if you believe that there is something nefarious going on and you believe that the diary that you are in possession of has the answers, why do you read it from front to back and just whenever you have a chance? Bitch, you better go to that last entry and you better read it from the back first, because the assumption would be that you're going to get more answers at the end of the fucking diary.
Right. Yeah.
No, she just kind of was like, oh, I'll get to the next entry tomorrow, or I'll get to... No, like, you literally said that you thought that the answers were going to be, she thought she was going to get answers to either like her sister's death or like something else that was going on in the area. Like, why are you not going to the back of the book?
Or just devoting an entire, like, sitting.
Yes, to
that,
read
right?
the whole thing. Yes.
Yeah, that frustrates me. It's not,
this-
I mean, this happens in a lot of books of, like,
Yes.
similar genre, mystery or, you know, whatever, thriller. Like, come on. Who has that kind of self-control?
No one. Absolutely no one. So yeah, that I feel like that was probably one of my biggest issues with it. I had some other things too, but like that was like my biggest thing where I was just like, no one would do that. No one would do that. If you thought there was going to be answers in there and you start reading at the beginning and realize like how far in the past you are, like, no, get something that's a little bit closer in time to what like the event that you think is happening. So that one was a big one for me. I wanted to punch her in the face.
All right.
Okay, great. And then, so that's all like kind of my points about it. My sister and I didn't guess everything, but we both did get kind of a few things right. I feel like this did have some more predictability than some other books, but for the most part, it was guessable with some things that were like, oh, wow, that actually, I didn't know that was going to happen. It also gives big Manson family vibes.
Ooh.
So both Ashley and I, like, that was like the first thing we said to each other when we got onto Sister Book Club talk. We were both like, did you get Manson family vibes? And both of us were like, me too. And it wasn't like promoted as that or anything, but it must be very much in there if both of us kind of got the same
Right, yeah.
the same vibes from it. So that's all my thoughts. Rating was really hard.
Okay.
Both my sister and I like deeply agreed on the rating though, that we felt very weird. We felt 2.75 sounded too low for the book and 3 felt too high. So we're going with 2.9.
All right.
I will probably, I mean, obviously at 2.9, I'm going to round it to 3, but just know that 3 feels too high.
It's not an actual 3.
No, like it absolutely does not feel like I should round it to a 3. I wish I could just put 2.9 in Goodreads. Because this is one where I feel strongly that it doesn't, like it lands in the middle there. So that's that one.
Nice.
Okay, so my fake Christmas book. It's not really fake. I'm just kidding. It is called Cozy for the Holidays. I listened to this. Oh, it's by Liz Maverick. And I recently, in episode 70, reviewed Booked for the Holidays by Liz Maverick. So this book is not a sequel, but it is in the same world and the same timeline and the same friend group. So you kind of get you get a couple of appearances by the couple that you met in the first book, but they're definitely like you could read them standalone and be totally fine. Like you don't need to know the other stories. Okay. So it's a Hanukkah Christmas holiday romance. It's got kind of all of it.
Nice.
And it's if you're interested in knowing the trope, it's a friends to lovers romance. All right. So Caleb and Sophie are best friends. They always have been. And according to the rules that Sophie laid out a couple years ago, they always only will be friends.
Of course.
Caleb was lucky enough. He was able to buy his dream brownstone in the perfect location. It's a holiday miracle. He plans to live in the furnished top floor and rent out the bottom floor once he does renovations to convert it into an apartment. But on move-in day, he realizes that the previous owner did not stick to the terms of the contract and did not clear out the bottom floor, and realizes that it's still a completely furnished, cozy bookstore.
Oh, wow.
But Caleb is a scientist. He is not a book.
He does not care about books.
He does not want to be a cozy bookshop owner manager. Also, it's very clear that all the shops on the street still expect him to participate in all the holiday festivities, just as the previous owner did.
Oh no!
So he is in a predicament.
And who could solve this for him?
So of course he calls his best friend, who just happens to be a book cover designer. So she is like massively in the book world.
Right. Knows all the book things. Gotcha.
Exactly. Miss Sophie. So she knows exactly how to help him and sort through this holiday chaos and help him get through the holiday festivities, to suffice all of the other market or shop owners around, and then they'll figure it out after the holidays.
Right.
As she helps him through his dilemma, she starts to question her feelings about them as a couple and maybe realize what he's known all along. Okay. This was obviously adorable.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Obviously adorable. I think that I liked this one more than Booked for the Holidays, and I really did like that one. So I think this one's just kind of like a step up from that. I also think the main reason is because I really enjoy friends to lover stories. Because we all know how I feel about slow burn now. We've all realized that I'm not like the biggest slow burn fan. But I feel like in friends to lover stories, you can still have a slow burn story, and I still like it more than other slow burn stories because it still feels like there's that connection there. Like you still get that like deep friendship, you get that friendship banter and conversation. So it's not like all that fake enemy tension.
Right, yeah.
And that is what I actually want out of it, is like the fun like connection story. So I'm not getting like I hate him, I love him, I hate him, but he's so hot. Like
I can't make up my mind.
Yeah, you don't get any of that bullshit. You just get like their friendship connection that ends up growing like into more, right? So I would say take the story for what it is. It's basically like a Hallmark holiday movie in audiobook form. So some of the plot is a little like unbelievable because it's, you know, no other shop owners are going to force you to own a business that you don't want to own, like, you know, stuff like that. So some of that, it's also very predictable, but it's easy and cute. And if you just want like a really cute holiday story, even if, you know, I know it's March, but even if you want to listen to it now, I still think it would be really cute to do.
Yeah, I might listen to it. That
You
sounds
should.
adorable.
It's so cute. So I would say if you're into like a holiday cute little rom-com, like a Hallmark movie, I think you'll like it. Also, if you're on Audible, it's on Audible Plus, so it's free. Okay, so that's everything about the book, but I do want to say something about the audio specifically, and it's a bit controversial, and I'm apologizing right now.
Okay.
Okay, so it's narrated. It's dual narrated.
Okay.
I don't remember what the woman's name is, but it's narrated by Andrew Iden, who is Teddy Hamilton. I don't think I like him.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think I like. So for anyone who hasn't listened to our previous episode where we talked about him, Andrew Iden is his like closed door
alter ego.
Yes, his Teddy Hamilton's closed door romance persona, where when you have the open door, you get Teddy Hamilton. So so it gives you kind of a hint. This book is closed door, like nothing crazy in it. So I did enjoy him in Lights Out. I feel like he's good as Teddy Hamilton. I feel like he's good at the dark stuff. I feel like he's like, it was fine there. Like I didn't really notice it, but this is the second book that I listened to recently by Andrew Iden. And I just, overall, I don't think I'm into his voice.
Yeah. Sorry, internet. I agree. I can't remember what book I listened to that he is the narrator on that wasn't Lights Out or
As Andrew Iden.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I mean, like even in Lights Out and like that, like yeah, he has an okay voice, but
Right.
yeah, I wasn't like obsessed with it, but
No.
whatever.
I think he's good. Like he's not absolutely not the worst male narrator ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's definitely like towards the top of the list if we're comparing to other narrators, but he's definitely not one that I would be like, "Oh my god, it's by him. I have to listen."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So that's my our controversial take.
Yeah. Come fight us.
Right. But if you're into Teddy Hamilton and you want a closed door romance, then you should listen to this. So I ended up rating it. So I want to go with 4, but I don't know. I feel like it's like really short. It feels weird to like give it a really high rating, but so maybe like 3.5 to 4.
Okay.
It's just really cute. Just like not a whole lot going on.
Yeah. Not burning any brain cells trying to get through it or anything. Yeah.
But I would absolutely recommend it. And if you read it, or if you specifically, Nicole, listen to it, I can't wait to hear what you think about it.
Okay.
Because it's so cute. Okay. Oh, I actually think that there's one more that she has in this little like friend group that I recently, I think I added it to my list, so I might be listening to that soon.
Okay.
Because it's cute. Are you ready for our question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. I can't.
Hold your microphone.
Okay. Oh no. All right. A book you loved gets a surprise sequel, but it has a trope that you hate. How angry are you, and are you still going to read it?
I'm trying to think of a book that I love that I'm okay with having ruined.
I think it would depend on how much I loved the first one, because so immediately what I was thinking was the Fourth Wing series and how everybody is talking about how there's going to be like this pregnancy, like everyone's whatever pregnancy trope. I think Rebecca has already said that like she's not going to make her be pregnant without her consent, basically. So I don't think that that's going to happen. But let's just say in a fake world where these theories come true, I would still read it because I really love the Fourth Wing series.
You would just
I would
read it?
I would be so angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And off topic a little, like I know that we've talked before about how like sometimes books descriptions will list out the tropes that are in it. It's hit or miss whether people like that or not. Like, is that giving away the book, right?
Right.
I think that was the discussion specifically we had. But even with those, if I see a trope that I don't like, but the description just still sounds great or fun or something, I still try it.
Okay.
I don't know that there's ever a book that I've shied away from because they've been like, oh, it's like a pregnancy scare or something like that. So, well, I lied.
We did it with the Briar U books.
Yeah. So I lied to you. I will let it influence my decision.
But I feel like in that case, like you already had mixed feelings about the other books. Like they weren't great, but they were good, but not great. I feel like if you had loved the first 3, would you have gone ahead with the 4th?
So it's hard to say because
I know.
I also reading the second or third installment in a book series that I really enjoy always gives me anxiety anyways, because it doesn't even have to be a trope that I hate. If it's just a book that I just can't get into, it makes me so sad.
Dang it.
So.
All right. Well, okay, so your answer really is like, yeah, you could, it could go either way, like yes or no. It just kind of depends.
Yeah, I don't have a yes or no answer for that.
Yeah.
I think there's too many depends.
I was going to say, I feel like maybe I'm the same. It really depends. Like Fourth Wing series, I would absolutely do it. But again, like with the Briar Use, I didn't keep going, even though I really enjoyed those. And there's probably some other ones I'm sure that I could think of that I would be like, the series is like, could go either way. And if it came out and said like, there's a unexpected pregnancy trope or like, something like that, I would probably be like, all right, I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it just goes to the bottom of my TBR, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Right, like, oh, I could probably get to it someday, but it's not like a must read now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, well, great. Dear listener, please let us know. Let us know how you feel about it, and if you would also do the same. Would a trope that you don't like keep you from going to the next book? Or do you just be like, whatever, I gotta know what happens to these fucking characters, man.
Mm-hmm. If it happens, it happens.
That's right.
If they die, they die.
That's right. I just picture all of the characters just keeling over. So yes, let us know. Comment on any platform that you're listening on, or go to our social medias or our website. All of it is Savor the Story Pod everywhere.
All the places.
Go do that, please. We appreciate it. Tell your friends about it. If you like us, tell them to come join us. Mm-hmm. And the end.
The end.
Bye. We love you.
Bye. Get out of here.